Michael Verdin joining me live now from Chicago, a former Secret Service agent and CEO of security consulting firm, the Lake Forest Group. Mike, thank you for being with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
These protests have been relentless, and there are obviously very strong opinions on either side whether or not they have the right to picket and protest outside of the personal homes of these Supreme Court justices, specifically only the conservative justices. But it's taken months for any movement in terms of law enforcement coming in to stop this. Police now ordering, by the order of the Supreme Court Marshal in Montgomery County, Maryland, local officers go in and actually follow local ordinances. Was this the only workaround to actually doing anything in terms of stopping the protests?
Well, my understanding is there's also a federal law that prohibits the protesting at the residences of Supreme Court justices. I'm not sure what the status of that law is currently, but it looks like this is, as it stands right now, they're enforcing disorderly conduct, which could precede violence. So I think for the purpose of the law, this is a pretty good resource at the present time.
And it sounds to me, though, that picketing, there's an anti-picketing law that's local there in Montgomery County that the Supreme Court Marshal is saying needs to be enforced. And that's why we're seeing local law enforcement versus federal policing there outside of those homes. Is there any way that this will be contested?
Yeah, it'll be contested. There's no question about that. Whenever you enforce a law, if there's a group that feels that they're not being treated fairly, for example, or they're being subjective in the favor of, in this case, a Supreme Court justice, yeah, it will be contested. Right now, my understanding, that's a county law. So let's look at the state law. Let's look at the federal law. What else is applicable to this current situation?
I know that in the beginning, we heard about ramped up security measures to protect justices like Justice Kavanaugh. Are there still manned security detail outside of these justices' homes while these protests are going on?
That's correct. So what you see in front of the cameras, you'll see like a physical body. What you don't see is a lot of things being done, what I call from a strategic standpoint. And so at a very high level with those residences, they're looking at the technical security capabilities of that homes, things such as cameras and alarm systems. They may have enhanced physical security measures like a gate maybe. Also, they're going to have some type of plan if there was an emergency, how to get the occupants inside that residence away from the property. And the last thing is personnel, which you do see. We have U.S. Marshals supplementing Supreme Court police.
We also want to share this quote from County Executive in Montgomery County, Mark Elrich, or maybe it's Elrich, saying it is un-American to bully a local government to suppress freedom of speech. So what is the biggest concern here? Is it the community safety? Is it the safety of the justices? Is it from allowing free speech? Because as we've mentioned, these are mostly peaceful protests, though noisy. Clearly, all of this is a concern.
Right, and I think the line of demarcation right there is peaceful, right? Law enforcement is there. They're not suppressing free speech or the right to protest. They're just there to ensure that it remains peaceful. I think in our society and what we've seen in our world recently, that's a fair measure to have in place at these homes.
And the truth is that with a man who shows up with a gun admitting to wanting to murder one of the justices, I think that most people would understand why they don't want to take anything lightly at this time, even though people are entitled to their free speech. Mike Verdin, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.